It's already 9:06, and whosoever wants to enter the meeting, they can. I mean, not, by now, I think you should have got your emails. They can enter directly. I don't need to admit them. Okay. So today we will be starting. No, we will be concluding, not even concluding. I'm taking one part of the chapter, reading and listening, and that topic is use of the link words. What are link words? How are the inter sentences link words are used, and what are the intra sentences link words? What is the role of a link? Now you know what is a link. In a machine or a tool, if we have a link, that is basically to join two parts. So similarly, the link words in a language, in a sentence, have they do the same work. They basically join. Some previous thought is connected to the present idea, or sometimes the words that we are speaking, they talk about the future idea, what we are going to speak on. So I'm going to share my slide so that it becomes very clear, and it is going to be interactive workshop, because I want you to read the sentences. I want you to get accustomed to the link words and how they can improve your language skills. Okay, they are basically to uh, to avoid repetitions. All right. So if you are aware of the clauses and all, so basically we don't try to repeat certain things, so we use them. If you have the habit of using subordinate clause, coordinating clauses in your sentences, your language definitely improves, because you are not repeating the same thing again and again, and you believe that your audience is also able to understand what you are talking about. All right. So here's the PPT. One second. So you can tell me if it is visible, if the screen is visible or not. Okay.
Yes, miss.
All right. But it is not visible to me. What has happened? One second, huh? One second. Something has gone wrong. I can't see the screen. Okay. Let me share it one more time. Okay. Something happened. I hope it is visible to you now. Yeah, even I can see it. Is it visible?
Yeah,
Okay, so this is the third unit as we are doing it, reading and listening. So here we will be talking about the function of link words, inter-sentence linkages, and intra-sentence linkages. And there are three topics, but they are very important topic from the writing point of view, from the speaking point of view. So here we go. All right. What are the functions of link words? Basically, what do they do? All right. The link words, they are basically very important because they join the two ideas. If there are two sentences where we have the same ideas flowing, so what we can do, we can join the two sentences so that we save time. We basically want to do it in a, in a very short manner, because we want to tell them also that we are aware of the clauses, we are aware of the link words also. So basically, when you study, when you read a sentence, you want to understand or comprehend a text, then you must understand the relationship between the sentence and the idea. If it is not clear, then you have to give, an overall uh, view on the whole text. Don't have to read each and every sentence as an individual sentence. Okay. And your speed also has to improve. If you spend a lot of time on single sentence, then you will lose the idea of the whole paragraph. That is very important. And when you are considering words and sentences as an independent thing, then you will spend more time in understanding the meaning of that sentence rather than what is it taught, what is being said in the context of the paragraph or the book. Okay. So for that idea, we have to understand what is the dominant idea of the sentence, of the paragraph, and what is the supporting ideas of that sentence or of paragraph. So when we separate these two and we don't spend a lot of time on the supporting ideas, we just understand the dominant ideas. So we, as a writer or a speaker, we refer to these ideas many times in a text with the help of link words, not repeating the whole thing every time. All right. So the supporting ideas, they are basically woven together with the help of link words, tools. All right. Now these tools, they lend the cohesion, they lend the coherence, and they lend the fluency to the discourse or the speech. You understand why they are important? Abhi itna, if you are feeling that it is too high-fi for you to understand, don't worry, because once the exercises will come in front of you, you will get the idea what I'm talking about. They're not so difficult actually. So when you have to refer to what they were saying, the link words, why, to whom they refer, so you have to understand there are two types of link words. One is anaphora, the other one is cataphora. Anaphora basically, it refers to something which is already mentioned in the previous text that you have read. All right. And cataphora is the reverse of that. That means you are using some link words for which the description will come later in the text, not now. So anaphora and cataphora. I think people are still joining in the meeting. I'll have to switch over the slide so that I see how many of them are there, and I would like them to enter the meeting because it is a very important topic. See, I want to be very strict with all of you guys, but then I also feel that if you miss this, then you won't be able to understand this topic at all. So let me just see who all are entering the meeting. Pooja Nikale. Okay. Please next time be on time. It's already 9:15. It's not a good idea that I will allow you every time. And sometimes the topics are really very important topics. You understand? See, Rinki Verma, not fair. Is I just want to know, is this the habit in each and every class, or is it only with me that I'm very lenient with all of you? I want to know this. Or I'll have a word with other lecturers also. So I get the idea whether you are always entering late in the meeting. When the time is 9 o'clock, I started my lecture at 9:05. I waited for 5 minutes. And it's 9:16. Still people are entering. Not fair, please. I'm going to have a talk with Amreen ma'am because I cannot be disturbing my lecture. The flow of the lecture is disturbed, and anyways, let me present the slide again. Where is it? 1 second, yeah. Whew. So we were talking about the link words, why they are so important. Okay. Now, you know that I did talk about anaphora And I also told you about cataphora. So anaphora is basically the references when they are made backwards, when the text is already written or spoken about. Okay, and sometimes the references can be forward, not backward, forward also, when they are, you are referring to something which you are will be going to talk about in future. So then it is cataphora. If it is already talked about, it's already mentioned, then it is anaphora. All right. So words like that, this, it, and there are many, many other words. So such tools, they are also called markers or pointers. Okay. So anaphora and cataphora are two common forms of style that appear or reduce the repetition, and they focus the emphasis on the specific idea rather than the repetition of the same idea, repetition of the words. Okay, so similarly you have learned the pronouns. So why we use pronouns? Because we don't want to use that John is a good boy, John goes to school, John is 5 year old. So we, instead of John repeating the John, we say he. So here we are now become a little more mature, so we are going to use this clauses to join these two sentences, and we know the ideas which we are talking already, which we have already spoken to, or which is going to come in the text in some another line or the coming line. Okay, so that is what it is. Now they are also called pointers, or they are also called markers. Okay, now these tools, which are called anaphora or cataphora, they basically help you to establish the inter-sentence relationship. Now what you will say, what is inter-sentence relationship and what is intra-sentence relationship? So let me now make it clear for you. One second. I'll have to remove the mouse and see, somebody's still entering. I'm not allowing. Let that person be there. So sorry. Now, here we are with the pen. Okay. Now, there are sometime these links, they help in the inter sentence linkages. Sometime it is intra. एक बार ये बात समझ लो forever, then you will always understand wherever inter and intra are used, you know what it is. Inter means between two. Like these are two sentences and there is a linkage here for two sentences. Now intra means this is one sentence, but there is a link word in between one sentence only. Now you know interstate versus intrastate. So when you say intra, that means within the state. Suppose this is your Maharashtra. Okay. So that means this is between Maharashtra only. Inside Maharashtra, this buses will move only inside Maharashtra. Now if I say interstate, that means these buses can go to Gujarat also. These buses can go to Madhya Pradesh also. These buses can go to Karnataka also. That means interstate. Okay. So this is the same way. Inter sentences, that means those words are between two sentences, different sentences, and intra means between one sentence. So that is very important for you to understand, because you will keep it for life. All right. Now, there are certain exercises that I would like you to go through. All right, to understand what is anaphora, to understand what is cataphora. And basically these words are, which I am in your book, they are that, this, and it. But in general there are many more words which you should understand, which can help as a link words. Okay, I'll give you a big list of link words, which is not given in the book. In your textbook there is only that, this, and it. But as a rule of thumb, being a media person, you have to know more words so that your language is polished, so that you don't only there is no monotony using these three words only. You can give variety. The better words you will give, there will be better impression of your speech, isn't it? Now, moving forward, let's see. As per your syllabus, there are few sentences that I will be covering. Now you have to tell me whether it is here. The sentence is if it is overcooked. I'm giving you an example, all right? If it is overcooked, a hamburger does not taste good. So it kahan pe hai? Is there any previous mention? No. Now it, how are we going to understand? Because something in the future line is telling what is it. If it is overcooked, a hamburger does not taste good. So that means it is an example of cataphora. Isn't it? Because it is not the previous thing. It is not mentioned previously, but it ka mention what it is coming in the later part of the sentence. All right. Now moving to the second sentence. If she finds it spectacular, a photographer takes many pictures of a landscape. If she, now what is she? किसके लिए लगाया है she? She
Girl.
is na what?
Girl.
No. इस सेंटेंस के हिसाब से बताना है आपको. इस सेंटेंस के हिसाब से it is according to that it is a photographer. I know she is for a girl. I know. You also know she is always for. But according to this sentence, if she finds it spectacular, a photographer, that means she is meant for photographer. That means again, it is cataphora because that word which it is defining is coming later in part of the sentence. If she finds it spectacular. So what is spectacular? What that part is in the sentence जिसके लिए वो it use हुआ है. A photographer takes
Landscape.
very
Many
nice
picture.
landscape. If she finds a landscape, actually यहाँ पे लिख लो. यहाँ पे you can use this way. You can use this way also, like you rather than फिर then आपको ये sentence आपको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. If photographer finds the landscape spectacular, she may take many pictures of the landscape. अभी देखो कितना repetition हो रहा है. ये she may, she takes many. Sorry, my handwriting is not, I am not able to focus like because it is slipping here. Okay, kahan gaya pen? Many pictures of the landscape. So see, you can understand how much repetition I'm doing. और यहाँ पे भी she की जगह I can again write photographer. So it looks so bad. If somebody speaks this language, if photographer finds it spectacular, finds the landscape spectacular, then the photographer may take pictures of the landscape. So it does not look nice and it does not give a good impression. So that is why we use the connectors or we use the linkage words, link verbs. Okay. So that is why we said if she finds it spectacular, a photographer takes many pictures of a landscape. You getting? So now I'm going to erase the annotations here so that next sentence you can try on your own. If it enters his territory, a pirate usually attacks a ship. What is it refers to and what is his here?
It represents territory and his present.
If it enters his territory. So what enters his territory? It is a ship. That means if the ship enters pirates territory. So आप ऐसे करके देखो ना, यहाँ पे it की जगह आप क्या लगाओगे कि sentence का meaning change ना हो. यहाँ पे you will write ship. If ship enters pirates territory, A pirate usually attacks a ship. So यहाँ पे again it is an example of cataphora, because the words, these link words, are referring to something which is used in, which is disclosed in the later part of the sentence. All right, now we have more practice exercise, lot many practice exercise, because I'm not going to leave this topic unless it is clear, because I have the experience. Because most of the students are from the vernacular background and they always find it difficult to construct a sentences full of clauses, because that is the way there is a difference between the native learner and the vernacular learner. So you have to practice on this part. If it spots a mouse, a cat attacks it. It's already given. If it, that means if cat spots a mouse, now ye, what it refers to? Attacks it. Tell me. Here, in this sentence, you must have seen that this it has come in the later part, and what it refers to is a mouse. So this is an example of anaphora. Because here, what we are doing, we are trying to take the reference backward. So when we try to take the reference backward, it is anaphora. It means a mouse. It was used previously in the sentence, not in the later part of the sentence. Are you getting this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, understood. Very nice. Now, next part. John won't eat it if a hamburger is overcooked. Now, eat it. It refers to what? So, it is a link word.
Overcooked?
No, beta. Not
Hamburger.
hamburger. John won't eat the hamburger if it is overcooked. You understand? Now we'll move on to the next thing. Again, I'll give you
Actually,
more.
ma'am, it is a pretty hard.
It's hard. It's not.
Some sentence I couldn't get it. Where is that correct answer?
Don't worry. I'll give you a lot of practice. Even if today's class I'm not able to finish these things, I'll show you all those screens so that you can take the screenshot and practice at home. All right. There are
Yeah.
lots of exercises that I'll be giving you. I know that with experience, I know that this is always a difficult part of the effective communication, because now, till now, we were just talking. I was talking and you were listening and you were enjoying. But now you will have to work. You have to find these clauses. You have to understand how to. Till now, it was like I was only telling you read, speak, make your pronunciation better. That was easier part. Now comes the grammar part. Okay, because I don't want you to land up in a situation where you make mistake and the whole news piece that or whatever you are trying to give it it gives a totally different idea to the audience. I want whatever you want to say, you should be able to speak, and audience also understand the same thing. Sometimes we want to say something, but because our words are not proper, we tend to give something else. All right, we don't want to land up in that situation. So here the sentence is, again, don't worry, I will not leave you just like that without you getting confident in this topic. Now this is a sentence: three tech giants filed for bankruptcy yesterday. It was shocking. Now these are two sentences, right? As I told you, that means this is an example of inter sentence, right? That means this word it has come here in the second sentence, but it refers to something. It refers to something else. So we are going to break this sentence piece by piece, clause by clause, so that you understand what I'm trying to tell you. I'll take the different ink so that you don't get confused. Let me take a Black ink, okay. Now, the first sentence has got two clauses. Three tech giants filed. This is clause number 1. And see, people are still joining in. What should I do? Because this is very important topic and then they will not be able to understand it. 1 second. Okay, let me see. I'll allow them to enter because it's really. Nobody's there. Anyways, are you still able to see the screen?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So I'll continue. Now, there are two clauses here. Three tech giant filed for bankruptcy yesterday. It was shocking. So here, the three tech giants is the subject. Here the subject is it. The subject is it. Now filed for bankruptcy. Filed is the verb here, and here verb is was. Okay. Now object complement is filed. For what is the, and was shocking is the object complement here. Okay. So you understand clause number 1. It is very much clear. The three tech giant is the clause number 1 में subject क्या है हमारा? Subject is three tech giant. Three tech giants. But in the clause number 2, you will see that it is, the subject is it. So इसका understanding कहाँ से आएगा? From the previous clause. So it is basically the three tech giants नहीं है. Bankruptcy, filing for bankruptcy was shocking. Okay. So the subject in the second clause is unspecified. You can see, because it का क्या मतलब है? It is not this the three tech giant again. No, it does not mean that. So basically, their filing for bankruptcy was shocking. It is the implicitly understood to be referencing the subject in the first clause. थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट लग रहा होगा मुझे, आई एम श्योर इट इज, बिकॉज ग्रामर अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं करा है 10th तक और 12th तक अच्छे से, so definitely this will be a difficult part. That was an example of cataphora. Why? Because it जो है, this 8, उसका जो रेफरेंस आपको मिल रहा है प्रीवियस सेंटेंस में मिल रहा है, so that is why it was an example of anaphora. All right, now moving ahead, let's see one example for cataphora. Now the sentence is, yesterday's news was shocking. Three tech giants filed for bankruptcy. Now same sentence modified in a different way. Yesterday's news was shocking. Now what is this? What was yesterday news? Uski information is coming later on. And that is three tech giant filed for bankruptcy. So what was the news? That three tech giant filed for bankruptcy. So yesterday's news is the first subject here. Was is the verb. Shocking is the object complement. Now three tech giants is the subject in the second sentence. Filed is the verb here. For bankruptcy is the object complement. So iska information, yesterday news was shocking, clear ही नहीं होता है. इस that means the sentence needs something else also. What was the news? That three tech giants filed for the, and the information is coming in the next sentence. When the information comes in the next sentence, it is an example of cataphora. So these are the two concepts that you have to understand today, and that is why I am going to take two lectures side by side so that I can give you ample examples, ample practice. So and in case I'm not able to finish all those exercises, you please do it at home. You still have some problem, you have my phone number, you can talk to me on WhatsApp and that ask me specific question ki I have not been able to understand this one, please help me. So I will help you in the next lecture. I'll not reply on the WhatsApp because I want everybody to understand. So in the chat box, I will give you my phone number. As it is, you have my phone number in the college group. Okay. The number, the subject in the first clause is unspecified. You know it. You know? Okay. Which beg, what's the question? What is it? Right? So we move forward again. Now, so many examples I'm giving you. In this sentence, Mary did not do the homework. That is why she did not want to come. Now, what is this that? That refers to everything which was said previously. What it is? That Mary did not do the homework. Right? So, when it is previous, it is anaphora. Now, on the other hand, if you have a sentence, that night I made two friends. Now, two friends, kaun se? The information is coming in the later part. So, that means it is cataphora. Understood? That means who are Pedro and Martin? Two friends ki information that is given in the next part of this sentence. Is this clear? Is this clear? Okay. Let's move ahead. Now, there are 6 sentences here. Okay. These are all examples of cataphora. Too scared to buy before they sell, some broker aim for a trade. So you see, understand, the they is here, the information that is coming in the later part. Who were they? Some brokers. Right? You understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So once it landed safely, the helipad opened its door. So it means what? The helipad. So these are all examples of cataphora. I'm giving you a lot of examples so that it becomes very clear. Now read the question number 3. Because it receives so little rain, because it received so little rain, Death Valley is a desert. So what is a desert? This information is coming in the later part. Death Valley is a desert. A few days before he left, Uncle Mike gave me a fancy gift. So who gave that information is here. Later part. Finding the right gadget was a hassle. I finally settled with a digital camera. So that means the right gadget is what? A digital camera. The information is coming later part of the sentence. You have understood now. I think a lot of examples have been given. So now the references are being made forward. So when the references are made forward, when the references are made, are made forward, they are called cataphora. All right. Now the last sentence, because she studied really hard, Gretchen made nice grade in her exam. So she, again, she is referred to Gretchen. All right. I hope all these are clear to you. Yes. So we'll move ahead now. Okay. Few more sentences. All right. I told my father that I couldn't help him. Now, these are easy ones because here him refers to the father, right? Him refers to the father. At that table, there are new customers. Who are the new customers? A family with 2 children. Okay? A family with twin children. Borges was introduced to me twice. So information is
Voice
given.
clearly as well, please.
My voice is not clear. Is my voice not clear?
No, ma'am. Your voice is a totally clear.
I didn't understand whether it is clear or not clear. No, ma'am. What does it mean? Is it clear? Say yes, it is clear, or it is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you so much. So, Borges was introduced to me twice, once at his home and once at the theater. So, the information is coming in the later part. All right. Stand there. Now, where the information is coming? Next to the statue. So, all these are examples so that it becomes very clear. I like that we like this. We are like this. Like what? Like totally alone. So the information is here. I'm going to give you a book. Now, which book? An anthology of poem. I hope these are good, many examples that will clear your doubt. Okay, few more. Now, his father, Nick Begich, won an election. This is a sentence. His father, Nick Begich, won. Now, this is a paragraph. Earlier, I had been giving you one individual sentences. Now, this is a paragraph. Posthumously means, what is the meaning of posthumously? After death. After death, something is given now. Any award is given, that is called posthumously. So, posthumously, only they did not know for sure it was posthumous because his plane just disappeared. It still has not turned up. It's why locator are now required in all US plane. Now, this piece of information won an election, only they did not know for sure it. Now, it is something which was previously mentioned. So that means here it is anaphora. So while in speech, it is not there, it's not always there ki you will be only having anaphora or only having cataphora. So sometime it is a mix of both. Sometime even exophora, which is not there in your syllabus. So I'm not going to make you more confused with that, because for you it is very difficult to digest, because you said it is like you are reading it for the first time. So it will take some time for you to absorb the thing. Okay, so if you are interested and if you are confident in anaphora and cataphora, though exophora is not the part of your syllabus, you can go ahead, Google it and do some exercises if you really want to shine, and if you really want to be different from, more aware from other your peers. Okay, now his plane, for again it still has not turned up. So again the information is in the previous sentence. It's why locator, because it disappeared, now the locators are required in all the planes. You understood? So much of confusion just because you are all not having the knowledge of uh, anaphora and cataphora. But if you read this paragraph on your own, there will be little confusion, because if you have lot of reading practice, especially not the Indian writer, here I will definitely mention most of the Indian writer, they write in uh, who are from vernacular medium, they write very simple sentences, and then you cannot polish your language. Always, in case you really want to polish your English, you go for foreign authors. Very few Indian authors, they have the mastery on the this type of linkage words. Okay, or you can go for Indian authors, but provided you look for the paragraph, you go and read the paragraph in between the text, and then you will understand whether this is written in a simple sentences format, or it has got some spices add to it. That means lot of link words, lot of clauses. All right, let's move ahead. So When looking at reference, the term of reference, anaphoric or cataphoric. Anaphoric means it occurs whenever term has a reference before it has happened. I love Sting's song. His CD is terrific. Now his is a definitely anaphora है ना, क्योंकि इसका information is given here. His किसका? Sting's का. So anaphora. Okay. Now I love his songs. Sing's last CD is terrific. So his किसका है? Sting. So it is cataphora. Let's move ahead. This is one sentence. Susan dropped the plate. It shattered loudly. Now tell me whether it is an example of an anaphora or a cataphora. I want this to be an interactive class. Till now, I had been giving you answers, solved things. Now, there are 5 or 6 questions which I want you to come up with the answers. Come on. Susan dropped the plate. It shattered loudly. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here the connector is it. किसके लिए है?
Anaphoric.
It is anaphora, definitely it is anaphora, but वो किसके लिए है?
Draw a plate. The plate.
ठीक है? The plate. The next one is the word, it refers to the plate and it is anaphora. Okay. Now examples. My reason, cataphora का example हम लोग कभी कभी ऐसे भी लिखते हैं. My reason are as follows. The following are the reason. ऐसे करके लिखते हैं. They are all example of cataphora. And we had been doing it since since so many years. The following are the examples. My reasons are as follows. And उसके बाद that thing comes. So that means there are cataphoras. Here is the news. The Prime Minister. So here is the news. कहाँ है? It is coming later on. So these are all cataphoric examples. Got it? Now, this is one exercise. A big exercise. But you all are very lucky because you may not be getting these types of exercise because you have MCQs this year. Otherwise, these are the types of exercises that are given in the exams for you people. You will be given 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, and then there is on the right hand side, you see, this is the exercise you have to find out. This is the exercise. After reading this paragraph, you have to do this one. So now let me read this paragraph for you. The Ganges, though flowing from the foot of Vishnu and through Shiva's hair, is not an ancient stream. Geology, looking further than religion, knows of a time when neither the river nor the Himalayas that nourish it existed, and an ocean flowed over the holy places of Hindustan. The mountains rose their debris, silted up the ocean. The god took their seats on them, and contrived the river. And the India we call the immemorial came into being. But India is really far older. In the days of prehistoric ocean, the southern part of the peninsula already existed, and the high places of Dravidia have been land since land began, and have seen on the one side the sinking of the continent that joined them to Africa, and on the other the upheaval of the Himalayas from a sea. They are older than anything in the world. No water has ever covered them, and the sun, who has watched the countless eons, may still discern. Somebody has to mute the mic, please. Please mute the mic. Okay. So eon may still discern in their outlines, forms, that were his before our globe was torn into his torn from his bosom. If flesh of the sun's flesh is to be touched anywhere, it is here among the incredible antiquity of these hills. So आपको you have to get used to these types of paragraphs. You have to get used to reading these types of paragraphs. Read them. First of all, your pronunciation will increase, your understanding of the language will increase, you will get to know more of the link words. Slowly and slowly, you will start writing in the same manner. Now, the exercise here is that. Link word is that. किस सेंटेंस में नॉर द हिमालयस कहां पे आ जाता है लेट मी चेंज द इंक सो दैट यू ऑल कैन clearly see it. Okay, let me change it into green. Nor the Himalayas. Where is it? Here. You see this? Nor the Himalayas that nourish it. So here, इस sentence में ये that, is it referring something to the something mentioned earlier, or is it referring something which is coming later? And it refers to what? You have to tell me all these three things. Whether it points to this, that. ये जो अंडरलाइन किया ना मैं ग्रीन कलर से, नॉर द हिमालयाज दैट नरिश इट एग्जिस्टेड. So that in this sentence, what is it? Is it anaphora? Is it cataphora? Points to something earlier is anaphora, and points something coming later is cataphora. So here,
And cataphora.
कैसे बेटा? Tell me.
Because the Himalaya after the nourish the existent बोला है ना.
Nor the Himalayas that nourish it. So that means it is talking about Himalayas only. Knows of a time when neither the river nor the Himalayas. Please read it carefully. यहाँ से read करो, then you will understand that it is not cataphora, it is anaphora. Knows of a time when neither the river nor the Himalayas. So that refers to the river and the Himalayas. So here it is the example of cataphora. It is an example of anaphora. It is not cataphora because it is not pointing to something later, and it refers to it refers to the river and the Himalayas. You're finding it difficult? No worries. आज हम सिर्फ यही एक्सरसाइज कर लेंगे एंड वी विल रिपीट दिस सेम सेशन with more exercises on Monday. Don't worry. Now, it, nourish it, existed. Abhi I'm going to change the color so that you don't get confused. Okay. Okay. Now this time I'm going to take red color. Okay. Now it, nourish, kahan pe likha hua hai? It's here. Arey yaar, 1 second. It's here. This one. Tell me. Yes? किसके लिए यूज हुआ है इट? What existed? Beta,
Anaphora.
it is anaphora. Yes, it is anaphora. 1 second. Where is my pen? Okay. यहाँ पे this was for Himalaya. Okay. Now, in this case, it is for the river that nourish it. Okay. And it is an example of um, anaphora again because it refers to the river. Okay. River nourishes it, na? Right? So, next third sentence पे आ जाओ. खुद भी कोशिश करो because if I am going to tell you each and everything, आप नहीं कर पाओगे. Now, there, this word, there, in which sentence took their seat? यहाँ पे देखो, took their seat. Now, who took their seat? Whether it is an anaphora, बहुत easy है. Read the whole sentence. The the god took their seats on them. This them there refers to what? Is it something which is referred to something which is previous to that word or later on after that word? Take your time. It's not, I'm not in a hurry. Take your time, but come up with the answer because it's very
Ma'am,
important.
it refers to after.
Refers to what? पहले तो बताओ, it refers to what? There, this word there, took their seat.
God,
Yes, there is referring to God. Now, God कहाँ पे है? पहले है कि बाद में है? Is it previous or later on in the sentence?
previous,
Previous.
So, when it is a previous, then what it is? यहाँ पे आंसर आ जाएगा refer to what? God. Now, is this the correct answer or is this the correct? Tell me.
mentioned early,
हाँ, it is mentioned early. So when it is mentioned early, तो क्या होता है बेटा?
Anaphora.
Very good.
anaphora.
है ना? समझ में आ गया अभी?
Yeah.
नहीं, it's not difficult. Only when I am giving you answer, you people are not trying to, use your brain. So I'm not giving you answer for the next 3 ones also. You have to find out. All right. So this is anaphora again. Where is my pen? Okay, it's here. So it's anaphora again. Now them word. On them. Same ही sentence में है. I'll change the color so that you understand. See, ये रहा them. This is them. On them. अब ये them किसके लिए यूज हुआ है? You have to tell me. The mountain rose their debris silted up on the ocean. The gods took their seats on them. What is this them? अगर हम them नहीं लगाते तो यहाँ पे हमें क्या लगाना, कौन सा वर्ड लगाना पड़ता? Tell me. Take your time. I'm not in a hurry at all. Take your time. Take your time. Yes. What does this them refers to?
Ocean.
Huh? No, no, beta. The gods took their seats on them. The gods took their seats on Vishnu. यहां से पूरा सेंटेंस पढ़ो बेटा. द माउंटेन रोज देयर डेब्री सिल्टेड. एक्चुअली तो मेरे को ये भी पूछना चाहिए, ये भी क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस, बट दे हैव नॉट आस्क्ड दिस. बट इफ आई आस्क यू देयर डेब्री सिल्टेड अप द ओशन, so there means mountains debris. Them means mountain. The gods took their seats on mountains. See, the mountain rose, their debris silted up the ocean, and on the mountain, the god took their seats on them, on mountains. Okay, so here, them refers to something which is previously talked about. So again, it is anaphora, and what it is? It's basically mountains. Got it? Now, them in that joined them to Africa. Okay, here, this is the word. And have been on the one side the sinking of the continent that joined them to Africa. In the days of the, अच्छा यहाँ से हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, and the high places of the Vidya have been land since land began, and have been on one side the sinking of the continent that joined them to Africa. So here ये them किसके लिए यूज हुआ है? ये वाला तो बहुत इजी था. दिस वॉज वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज एक ही सेंटेंस है. यहाँ पे तो आपको 3-4 सेंटेंसेस को समझना पड़ेगा कि ये देम किसके लिए यूज हुआ है. टेल मी.
त्रिवेदी.
हाँ, कम अगेन बेटा, व्हाट डिड यू से? Don't be bothered. In case your answer is wrong, doesn't matter. At least you are trying. It's okay if it is wrong. It's very much okay with me. Because if you are giving wrong answer, I know that I still have to work hard for you people. I'll give you more exercises. But if you say yes, we know it, and then I will also not work hard for you. I'll say, okay, my job is done. Come on. You said something, but I did not hear
Dravida?
it now. Huh? Dravidia. Very good. The high places of Dravidia. Okay. That the full answer will be the high places of Dravidia. Okay. So it is again previous na anaphora. So यहाँ पे लिखेंगे the high places of Dravidia. ठीक है. Now they किसमें? They are older. They are older. What are older? What are older? किसके लिए बोला
Himalaya
कि?
from a sea.
Very good. Himalayas. Himalayas. And again it is Annapurna. Right? Okay. Now I'm going to clear all these annotations. All the ink marks, I'm clearing it. Okay. There is one more exercise that I would like you to. Okay, what I can do is I will share it on the WhatsApp. Okay, later on. इसी paragraph का one part is there that I have not added in the PPTs. Or I can do one thing. 1 second. Give me 1 second. This is who. Abhi, all that I can do is मैंने ना थोड़ा गलती किया है पीपीटी बनाने में. आई did half of the work here and I thought I will give you half of the work. You take a screenshot of this, all of you. First of all, you take a screenshot of this paragraph because there is certain more number of exercises related to the same paragraph. And I'm going to post that in the WhatsApp group. Okay? And you will do it as a homework.
Okay.
So have you taken the screenshot of this slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll move forward. Now, this is one more exercise wherein we will be talking about intra, means within a sentence. Within a sentence, there are certain words. And now here, the words that you will be using are given here. The number one, that means here, this is number one. There are three options given: they, which, who. So you have to choose what will come out of these three options. The distinction between story and plot is given a prominent place in the Russian formalists' theory of narrative. Dash stress that only one plot is strictly literary. So, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा from these options? They, which, who. यहां तक पढ़ो सेंटेंस को and now tell me what will come here in number one. Number one ये है. And there are three options given: they, which, and who. So what do you think will be the appropriate option? The distinction, अच्छा अभी हम who लगा के देखते हैं how it sounds. The distinction between story and plot is given a prominent role in the Russian formalist theory of narrative. Who stressed that? No, हमको चाहिए narrative के लिए. Which stress that only plot is strictly literary. So answer will be which, because who होता है person के लिए. But we are right now talking about theory of narratives, which states that, which stresses that. Okay?
Okay.
Moving forward, while story is merely raw material awaiting the organizing hand of the writer, dash as Shklovsky's essays on stream reveals. Now, number two पे, because, however, and since. क्या आएगा? While the story is merely raw material, यहां से शुरू होगा. While the story is merely a raw material awaiting the organizing hand of the writer. Dash as Kloversky's essays on Stern reveals the formalist had more revolutionary concept of a plot than Aristotle. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? आप लगा के देखो प्लीज, टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे. एग्जाम में ऐसे आएगा तो आपको क्या करना है? You will put the number one because लगा के देखो. Because as Kloversky's essays on Stern reveals, because as तो हो ही नहीं सकता. However, as Kloversky's essays on Stern reveals, the formalist had a more revolutionary concept. It sounds better, right? तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे? थोड़ा सा जीरो इन कर लेंगे इसके लिए. We feel कि yes, this is now. अगर since लगा के देखते हैं, बच गया ना. Since as doesn't sound. So answer will be However, see, अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आता तो you have to use all three and then understand whether it is sounding better or sounding good. So see, कभी कभी answers आपको ना by listening to the sounds also you get the answer. Because if you are reading lots of BBC, listening to BBC, CNBC, or CNN, English news channels, so you have the habit. And just by listening, putting these words and speaking it loudly, you will say, okay, it doesn't sound good. So by sounding good also, you can understand whether the answer is correct or not, even if you are not sure of the grammar part. Okay, so here, just by understanding ki if I say because as, you have never heard that because के साथ as आता है, so we definitely rule this out. It is not going to be there. Now since as, since के साथ as, since के साथ as आता है, आ भी सकता है.
No.
It is, yes, आ भी सकता है. But by looking at the thing, whole sentence, the context, we feel that however is fitting better than the since. However, as Slowski's essays on the release, the formality had more revolutionary concept plot than Aristotle. So because it is a contrast, हमें contrast मिल रहा है इस sentence में, context में क्या आ रहा है, contrast आ रहा है, because we are comparing with Aristotle. So यहाँ पे however लगेगा. All right, now we move on to the third part. It is, now you all have to gear up your belts, huh? It is going to be even more difficult as we move further. We are going to get into deep grammar. अभी तो वो आएगा format, report writing and other things. Then you will have to really work on it. Okay, your language skill will be tested in that. Now third question, the plot of Tristram's Shandy is not, यहाँ पे पढ़ो, हाँ मेरा पेन, yeah, it is here. The plot of Tristram Shandy is not dash, we don't know what it is, the arrangement of story incidents. So we are certainly, properly and merely. Now क्या fit होगा यहाँ पे? The plot of Tristram Shandy is not certainly the arrangement of story incident, or merely. Not properly तो आएगा ही नहीं. We can rule this out immediately because it is not sounding good. The plot of Tristram Shandy is not certainly the arrangement or not merely the arrangement of the story incident, but here in this case you will have to go to the next sentence also because it is immediately, the fourth one is also coming. तो but also the devices, so इसमें तो साफ पता चल रहा है, because nevertheless का मतलब होता है फिर भी, and however is for the contrast. However also नहीं आ सकता, we will rule this out. Nevertheless नहीं आ सकता, but तो यहाँ पे आ ही जाएगा. So we know that ये sentence हमें पता चल गया. So with the help of this, we know that यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? The plot of Tristram Shandy is not merely. Merely का मतलब होता है only. So आपने ये तो सुना होगा है ना?
Exclusively.
Not only but also, है ना? Not only but also. So but also आ गया, तो that means यहाँ पे only means merely. ठीक है? Now what I'm doing right now, right away I'm sending the effective communication ka thing on the WhatsApp. This is the exercise that effective communication first year students need to do. Okay, you can check, मैंने भेज दिया है. ठीक है, वो जो previous exercise है ना, उसका जो part था बचा हुआ, that I have sent. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, only 5 more exercises, and you can, I'm clearing everything from here also, all the annotation ink marks. Okay, what happened yaar? 1 second. All right. Take a screenshot of this also. 1 2 3 4 मैंने बता दिया है. Next 5 6 7 8 you will be doing on your own. Okay. Now I'm taking a 5-minute breaks. Okay, 5-minute break के बाद we all will see each other. Be in the meeting, don't leave it, because otherwise it becomes very difficult to allow you to enter, and then it breaks the trail of my lecture. Okay, so we'll take
Okay, ma'am.
only 5 minutes break. Don't leave the meeting, be there, just freshen up yourself, have a cup of tea or water. We'll be back. Bye. So I'm back. We'll start the lecture one more time. Okay. We'll present you the same slide which we were discussing previously. All right. So here we are. Have you taken the screenshot of this exercise also? Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So have you all taken the screenshot of this? Do you want me to do this exercise with you, or you will do on your own?
Yeah, ma'am. We will do. Why
Ha,
not?
because I think when you will do it now, you will get the better idea of it. Because if I'm giving you all the answer, it is not going to help you in the long run. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Though I told you the first few, I gave you how to do it, but rest of that you will be doing on your own. Okay.
Okay.
We'll move on to the next thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll move on to the next exercise. Now, uh, recognizing linguistic constituents. Okay, here, no, no, no. Yes, we'll be talking about now what is the linguistic constituent. Okay, you know that sometime we are able to make a word with the help of, for example, what sometime we have a root word. In that, if sometime we add a prefix or if we add a suffix. Now you will be asking me what is a prefix and a suffix. Most of you will be knowing it also, so still I'll tell you uh, what is a prefix and what is a suffix. So sometime we have a word and we make a new word. Okay, and how a new word is made out of that word? Either we add a prefix or we add a suffix. Now, prefix is added before the word. Suffix is added after the sorry after the word. For example, if I say um, care, if this is the word care, and if I make another word that is called sorry careful,
Hello,
so
ma'am.
that
Sorry for interrupted, but your
yes.
slide is not visible.
Okay, 1 second. I don't know why it is not. I did share it. Okay, I'll end this show. Okay, so I'll do it again. One second. Now you tell me if it is visible or not. Okay, is it visible now?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So I was talking about. So sorry for this glitch. I did not know. Anyways, we were talking about the how to recognize the linguistic constituent. Basically, when you know the root words. Okay, root words. You can make new words. Okay, अगर word के पीछे we have to add something. How a new word is formed? Basically, either adding a prefix or by adding the suffix. All right. Now, if the prefix is added, that means the whatever the word was. For example, the word is uh, happy, or second word we can take is care. How can a new word be made with the help of this word?
Unhappy
Unhappy.
and
Very nice.
careless.
Very nice. Unhappy. So that means we added this prefix un. Care में we can make it careless or careful. So that means a suffix is added here. So here, this is the way we can, build our vocabulary in a very nice manner, because if we understand suffixes, prefixes, and we understand the idea of the root word. Now, the words of a verbal language are its resources. And as we communicate in the language, English language, we have to consider the various aspect of the vocabulary, and we have to understand the root words. If you understand the root word and if you understand the meaning of the prefixes and suffixes, you can mold the language very nicely in your own way. Okay, you can make a, for example, you can, if there is a noun word, you can make it a verb also. You can even make that word into an adjective also. Okay, you can even make this same word into an adverb also and fit your in your sentence. Okay, now if you want to have an example, for example, mm, if I give you a word like try, this is a word. Now this try word is a verb. Okay, so if I want to make it,
Misunderstand.
hmm? Yes, somebody wanted to say something.
Ma'am, I gave you example. Misunderstand, miss and understand.
Misunderstand. Okay, so these are two words. So understand is one word, this is verb, and if we add a prefix which is miss, then it becomes a different word altogether. Very good. So now if I'm giving you this example, the word is try and it is a verb, and I want you to make a noun out of it. So the answer will be trial, right? The answer will be from, now the word trial has come from which word? It has come from try. But now this has become noun. All right. If for example, if there are more words like isme, when we were talking about happy, happy is an adjective. Okay, so this was an adjective. Now unhappy का हम लोग कौन सा adverb बनाना होगा? So how are you going to make adverb out of happy? Tell me. I want you to make an adverb, not adjective. It is an adjective already. So for an adverb, you will be adding ILY, happily. So you made another word with the word happy. I'm very happy. I happily went there. So happily becomes an adverb. He is a happy child. So happy is an adjective. अगर मैं बोलूं इसी का आपको नाउन बनाना है, tell me, how are you going to make the noun of this word? Happy word is, I'm talking about the word happy. The root word is happy. But I want noun.
Happiness.
Very nice. So the word will become happiness. And you added one suffix here, ness. This is not very difficult. This is very easy. Okay. So anyway, when we use English word, it becomes apparent to us that they change shape according to their use. Sometimes they can be modified into verb, adverb, adjective, and they don't retain their original shape in all the circumstances. They sometimes totally change. For example, uh, circle. Now, circle word hai, if I have to say ki you have to make it a verb, so you will write n circle. You are adding a prefix and you made a verb out of it. And if you have to make a adjective, you will say circular. Okay. So this is the way we will be doing all these exercises. Now, Here in this linguistic constituent, I have not given any worksheet, but I will give you. I'll write it on my own, and I'll ask you few questions. Okay. Now, let me erase all these things so that I can now. If I'm giving you word, you have to tell me what is the root word in that. Okay. I'm writing you the word, but you have to, in each and every word, you have to tell me what is the root word. What is the root word here? Tell me, what is the root word here? Here the prefix is added ed. That means it tells us that it is a past tense. So the root word was nail. Okay? Now, if I say, for example, this is the word. Now, what is the root word here? It's very simple.
It's very simple.
Very nice.
Very
Zero.
nice. Zero.
Okay?
Okay.
Now,
Now,
you have understood what are the root words very clearly. That means from which we make another word. That means the root word will never change, they will remain the same. Now we'll have some words where the past tense they will not change. Here, whenever we made the past tense, we have added ed. But now, in certain cases, in the past tense, we never use the word ed. That means the words they remain same, and there is a big list of those words. Like for example, if I say beat, in the past tense also the word remains same, but in certain cases, for example, catch, bring, buy,
brought. Buy.
है ना? So the words totally changes. Catch will become caught,
Brought.
bring will
Bring
become
will become.
brought, buy will become bought. But in this case, they will not change. Beat will remain beat. Okay. Hit word will remain hit. It is never hitted. Okay. प्लीज फोकस, इन सब चीजों में कभी गलती नहीं करना. हिटेड कोई वर्ड होता ही नहीं है. ठीक है. ओके. नाउ what is the past tense of seek? I'm teaching you all these things which you have already learned in your previous. Seek ka, what is the past tense of seek? And make and keep. Tell me. इन तीनों का बताओ. Then we'll move on to
Then we'll move on to
next
kept
topic.
and made.
Made, kept, and seek ka.
Seek ka.
Sort.
I forget means so. Okay.
Sort. Okay. It is on the same ways. It's like catch ka caught है ना, इसका sort हो जाएगा. All right. Now, I have more exercises which I will write for you, and I'll just clear this board for you once again. Okay. Now, I'm writing one sentence, you will have to correct it. Okay. I'm deliberately doing some mistakes here so that I understand that you can correct it. Number one. Now tell me what is the mistake here. What is the sentence correct?
Actually,
आपको
ma'am, your spelling is not getting a clear.
He had already arose to go when I reached there. A-L or R-E-A-D-Y. He had already arose to go. Now, I'm asking you, is this sentence right? Is there any grammatical mistake here? See, इन्होंने क्या किया? पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस लगाया है और उसके बाद उसमें पास्ट वर्ड भी लगा दिया और उसमें ऑलरेडी भी लगा दिया है. So this sentence construction is wrong. How do we correct it? He was already awake. Or he was ready to go. He was already awake or he already arose. There are two ways. He already arose. Then to go when I reached there. He was already awake to go when I reached there. So यहाँ पे both of them are in the past, which will not happen because it's already word is already used here. ठीक है? I'm trying to write neatly, but because of certain reason, this stylus pen sometimes they don't work properly. Okay. Okay. Now, next sentence that I'm writing, you have to do on your own. First, मैंने आपको बता दिया. Next one, I want you to write. I want you to give me answer, and I'll try to write in a neat handwriting. I am extremely unhappy because yesterday incident. Now tell me, is this sentence correct? Is this sentence correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this sentence correct? There is a mistake here. You have to find out that mistake. I'm extremely unhappy because yesterday's incident. Because yesterday's incidents. Do you think it is sounding good? Because of
ma'am.
yesterday's incident.
Here is a grammatical error.
Yeah, यहाँ पे we have to add this preposition because of yesterday's incident. Now let me go to the next question. Okay. The monkey. The next question is the monkey clung to the child and wouldn't let it go. And wouldn't let it go. Now tell me, what is the mistake here? The monkey clung to the child and wouldn't let it go. Is there any mistake? Tell me.
Not correct, ma'am.
Somebody speaking, I'm not able to hear. Yes? In this sentence, there is no mistake. There is no mistake. The monkey clung to the child and wouldn't let it go. There is not a single mistake. I deliberately wrote it because now when I'm asking you there is a mistake, you will definitely try to find out a mistake. But you should be aware because sometimes examiner can give you some correct sentence also and will try to tell you, find out a mistake. instead of writing the same correct sentence again, you may try to change it, and then examiners will get it that you are not able to find out that there is no mistake. You will deliberately make the sentence wrong by changing here and there something. You will do it. So in this sentence, there is no mistake. Let's go to the acha. I think the time is also over, so I'll give you one last sentence. This is the last sentence, okay? Iske baad I'm going to wind up today's lecture. Okay, now I'm changing the ink. Here it is. The last sentence for you that you have to I gone to Shimla recently. Is there any mistake here? Last sentence for today. I gone to Shimla yesterday, recently. Yes. I gone to Shimla recently. Just speak it up, and do you think it is correct? Is it sounding correct?
No, ma'am.
So there is a mistake. That means you have been able to at least recognize that there is a mistake. So now what is the mistake? You have to find out.
I went to a Shimla recently. Is it correct?
Yeah, you can say I went to Shimla. That's okay. You can say I went to Shimla, or यहाँ पे you can add I had gone to Shimla recently. So there are two ways of correcting it. Either you write I went to Shimla recently, or I had gone to Shimla recently. So with this thing, I am going to end today's lecture. Okay. And I want you to do lot of practice. You people will have lot of problem. I'm telling you. These are small exercises, very easy exercises. They are not very difficult. For the convent educated students, it is please don't write the answers in the chat box, because I'm not seeing the chat box when I'm on the PPTs. I'm not able to switch over from one screen to the other because it breaks the trail of my thought, and there is a distraction. So whenever you have to answer, please answer, unmute yourself and answer. I'll be able to hear you, and you will all have to do a lot of practice. Especially if you are from the vernacular medium, you will have to read a lot. And the exercise I've already sent in the WhatsApp group, please check you have taken the screenshot. In case you want me to send that exercise as well on the WhatsApp group, I'll do that for you. But do it. Even if we are not going to get the subjective exams, it is for your benefit. It is going to help you in the long run. Never go for shortcuts कि इस बार तो MCQs होने वाला है, पास हो जाएंगे. So it doesn't serve your purpose. Basically, what is your purpose is to improve yourself. It is not to show anybody else that you have a degree of mass media. It is what difference you have made by getting admission in the mass media. How much you have improved, that is counted. अपनी नजरों में अपने आप को बढ़ाना है, किसी से कंपेयर नहीं करना है, but we have to learn. Okay, so have a good day. I've taken a lot of time today, so sorry for that, but then I want to finish my syllabus because we have effective communication too also. We have to start with that. Chalo. Have a wonderful day.